Joel Embiid is one of the most difficult players to evaluate in the entire NBA, as he is a great elite level scorer. And as a big man, he can shoot the three, he can score from the mid-range, and obviously he has an elite post-game. This past season, he averaged 34.7 points per game, 11 rebounds, and 5.5 assists on 53% shooting from the field and 38.8% from the three-point line on 3.5 attempts per game as a 7-foot big man. But on the other side of his game, he has routinely throughout his career not shown up in big games, including in the regular season, and throughout his career, his Philadelphia 76ers have never made it past the second round of the playoffs, despite having some amazing teams and depth throughout his career. And he hasn't proven to be the leader that can get his team over the hump, even to a conference finals or finals appearance, because at the end of the day, winning a championship is hard, and there's a lot of amazing players that never win an NBA championship. But all of these amazing elite level players that are held in high esteem throughout NBA history and even in the league right now have at the very least led their teams to a conference final berth or an NBA finals berth. And Joel Embiid, throughout his career, has had some elite level teams, including in 2019, where he had Jimmy Butler, Tobias Harris, an elite shooting JJ Redick, who fit perfectly beside him. And they were still eliminated in the second round by the Toronto Raptors on the Kawhi Leonard infamous shot. And then you come back to more recent times where he's had elite teammates such as Tyrese Maxey and a fading but still solid Tobias Harris. And Joel just has never been able to get it done. Last season, he had a 3-2 lead over the Boston Celtics in the second round and was commanding that series. But when it came down to games 6 and 7 in that series, they ended up choking, and Joel Embiid played two of his worst games of his entire career. In that game 7, I believe that he only scored 16 points or in that range, and that's not acceptable for an MVP level big man. And last season, Joel Embiid was the MVP winner, and this year he does get a little bit of grace due to his injured status throughout the playoffs. But that's another concern for him, is that he's never been able to stay healthy throughout an entire season and playoff run. The years that he was able to stay healthy, he missed time in the playoffs and wasn't at his best when it really mattered the most. This season, he only played 39 games throughout the entire season and missed more time in the playoffs. And the best ability is availability. And at the end of the day, the 76ers need Joel Embiid to be at 100% if they want to go to a championship run and end up winning a championship within his career. And his availability has been one of his biggest issues throughout his entire career. And that goes back to his rookie season. And for Joel to be missing the amount of time that he does, and when he gets back to be as inefficient as he is in the playoffs, he has not proven to the NBA public and the general fan that he can lead a team to the promised land and get it done when it matters the most. Let me know if you think that Joel Embiid is a top 5 player in the NBA, because personally, I have him ranked in the NBA from 6 to 8 in that range. And until he can make a deep playoff run, I don't think that he will improve on that for me. Anyways, God bless you all. I hope you have an amazing day, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. God bless.